So this is, we're making patties, or you can call them burgers, sliders, falafel. This is sort of a great recipe to follow, sort of a template, and then you can sort of input whatever ingredients and flavors you like. We've done this sort of structure of this recipe many times before, and then we just swap out different ingredients because it's a great one, again, to make in bulk, to freeze, and then anytime you want like a little snack, a little patty, maybe a little burger, you can pop it out, throw it in the oven, and you're good to go.
Absolutely.
So very simple.
Raw?
You can freeze it raw or cooked. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's up to you. You can cook them first, and that way from the freezer, you can just pop them in the microwave, just warm them up, right? But because, it's all vegetarian, you can freeze it raw too, and then that way you don't have to really worry, as long as it's heated through, then you're good to go. So we're using a food processor. Now, if you don't have a food processor, you can definitely do this by hand. You would just have to chop some of the ingredients up a little more finely. I'm lazy today, let's say. So I'm going to use a food processor. And this is a great tool to have on hand.
Save yourself chopping time if your knife skills aren't the greatest.
Exactly. And this is a great tool to have on hand. It's becoming more and more accessible. You can find them for like $30, $40. Great bargain kitchen item. So we're going to start off with a few ingredients. We're going to start off with some walnuts. When I make patties like this, I want to put the harder ingredients in first. So if I have anything like nuts like this, that's going to go in first just because I want it closest to the paddle. If I start with the softer ingredients, sometimes it's going to take a while for the hard ingredients to sort of fall through.
That makes sense. You don't want to blunt your blade, right?
Yes. Yeah, so walnuts in, whole clove of garlic in, like that. Then we're going to add our bean or legume. This is lentils. Again, Christy was talking about, if it's not a big batch of quinoa, maybe you have a big batch of beans or lentils lying around. This is a great recipe to use those up.
That's right.
So lentils go in, and again, we're using lentils. Same recipe, use chickpeas, use white beans, red kidney beans, whatever you want in this, it'll work. Sun-dried tomato, for flavor, I like sun-dried tomato, gives it a nice little color.
They have a wonderful flavor. This is one of our umami ingredients,
yes,
is it not?
Yes.
So that mouth-watering, almost meaty flavor, for lack of a better word.
Fresh herbs, again, for that big punch of flavor. It's summertime, use that sort of fresh flavor. And again, whatever you want. I put dill, I think, on the recipe. I've got dill here and basil because we were growing both, so they're both going in. And Christy mentioned the umami from the tomatoes. We have another umami ingredient. Again, a great sort of pantry item. You keep it in the fridge, you don't keep it in the pantry, but it lasts a long time. It's a little piece of Parmesan cheese. It goes a really long way. It adds a ton of flavor. It's almost like a pure, savory umami component. So great little piece to have, and you don't need much.
No, just incorporating that small little bit.
Absolutely. A little bit of acidity as well. You can use the outside too. Remember, we try to use everything so that zest, and just the very outside. I was talking to someone recently, they found it bitter after they used the zest. It can get better if you go past the very outer layer.
Right.
So once you start to see,
to that white, bitter pith.
Exactly.
It's called, right?
So you just want just the yellow part, just on the outside, and that has those like essential oils and that lemon. So big punch of flavor. A little bit of that lemon juice as well. All right. And Christy, if you don't mind throwing the lid on.
That up?
Actually, I'll put just a little pinch of salt. You don't need too much. You're getting some salt from the sun-dried tomato and the Parmesan cheese in there.
Make sure you're plugged in.
Plugged in. Ready to
That
go.
always helps.
Run it. Now I'm not putting the quinoa in yet. You can, but it's nice to have a little bit of texture too. If I put the quinoa in, that's perfect. If I put the quinoa in, it would just get a little too mushy. And it's nice to actually have that little bit of a bite.
Right, like when you try a veggie burger, it's usually not a paste, it's more kind of flecks of different things in there.
And you can see Christy really only pulsed this for what, 30 seconds, not even?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. The most important thing is really, for me, the garlic. I don't want a big chunk of garlic. So as soon as that's sort of pureed through, then that's fine. You have like little chunks of sun-dried tomato, that's really nice. You know, some of the basil leaves are kind of whole, that's really nice. So leave that as is. And we're gonna add our quinoa in here. So this is cooked quinoa. Now, if you've never cooked quinoa before, it's really simple. It takes like less than 15 minutes. And the ratio is 2 cups or 2 sized items of liquid to 1 quinoa. So if it's 2 cups, if it's 2 coffee mugs, if it's 2 water glasses, it doesn't matter.
2 to 1.
2 to 1.
Liquid to quinoa.
And we say liquid because you can use water, simple enough, but to give it more flavor, because quinoa absorbs whatever liquid that you cook it in, you can use vegetable stock, you can use chicken stock, you can use a mushroom stock, whatever you want to give it even more flavor.
We have a great video on our YouTube channel, 4 different stocks, 4 different ways to add flavors to your meal. And Jeremy shows you really quick and easy stocks that you can prepare.
All right, so we're gonna stir it in here. You can transfer it to a bowl, but just because I want to show you, we'll mix it through. And again, just so it has that texture. All right, that's good enough. And we're gonna transfer these to the oven. Oh, you know what? I forgot an ingredient. An egg. Yeah, it's okay. We'll add it quick.
It's not too late.
It's never too late.
So we need the egg to help it bind together?
The egg helps it bind. If you don't want to use an egg, you can make a flax egg, which we've talked about before. It's just 1 tablespoon of ground flax to 3 tablespoons of water. Let it sit for like 30 seconds, and then it'll start to thicken up, and you can use that instead of the egg.
It's a nice binding ingredient.
Use a wooden spoon too. These are not the best.
We're using our biodegradable stirring utensils.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna mix it through with the fork. Now this mixture, so I was saying, is we're baking it in the oven. It doesn't have any breadcrumbs, flour, which would add in the binding. So I wouldn't feel too comfortable throwing this on the barbecue because it might fall through. So just throw it on a pan, put it into the oven. That's the best way to bake these things.
If you wanted to use the barbecue, could you put some foil down and then put them on top?
Yeah, actually I would do this. Get a pan, and you can even put parchment paper on the pan. Put it right onto the barbecue.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be too hot. You know, if you have your barbecue set at like 400, 375, that should be okay. Now to portion it, you can use your mitts for this one, really easy, or ice cream scoop because it's very consistent, absolutely. And now I'm making these a little smaller, but you can definitely do a larger, like burger size, and serve it as like a veggie burger. Be fantastic. Okay, so this is gonna go into the oven at about 400 degrees. I use convection. So if you don't have convection, just raise it a little higher. Go like 410. Yeah, 410, 415. And just keep an eye on them. You just want a golden brown.
That's Fahrenheit, right?
Sorry?
Fahrenheit.
Yes, Fahrenheit, yes. That's correct. You can leave it like balls like this, like falafel, or you can even like pat it down a little bit. Just put like a little bit of olive oil, and you can pat it down so it's like kind of like a burger or a slider. Whatever way, have fun with it, make a star, doesn't matter. Into the oven, and they're gonna take about 20 minutes, wrong oven. There you go. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, just until they're nice and golden brown like this. And these are fantastic little snacks. And then top it with whatever you want. So if I didn't want the buns, like I would probably pop these as is, put a little cherry tomato. We grew these cherry tomatoes, so we're gonna use them. And
what's that?
this is just a little pesto that I made because we had tons of basil. So it's great to make pesto. You can freeze it. We have some fantastic recipes on our website you can check out for that too. But I mean, you know, a little mustard, whatever you like. It doesn't matter. I mean, these are just a really nice sort of topping. And there we go. A little dressing there. And that's it. That's our sun-dried tomato, quinoa, lentil patty.